Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be showing you how to make this one piece that I posted on my story. So to begin, you need your yarn, your hook. I'm using a 4.0 mm. You're going to need a stitch marker, your scissors, your tape measure. Alright, so let's get started. So we're going to start by making the base, and to do so we're just going to make a slip knot, and we are going to chain 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, or any amount that will give you 2 inches. After chain 7, I'm going to chain 3, yarn over, and make a double crochet into the 7 more times into the chains that we made for the base. Alright, just like that. So just to show you, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. Now we're going to do this for 4 inches, and for me 4 inches is 7 rows. So I'm going to chain an amount that gives me 7 rows in total, or for you once you get 4 inches. Okay, so I have all 7 inches with me, and just to show you, it's 4 inches, right? So what we're going to do now is to continue with our double crochets, but we're going to start with our increases. So we're going to increase for about 5 to 6 rows, and then after that I'll show you what to do next. So to increase, you just make 2 double crochets at the ends. So if you have 8 double crochets, that will be 10 because you added 2 more. So 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Chain 2, yarn over, and make a double crochet into that same stitch. So I've made 6 increases in total. Now what we're going to do now, after you've made your 6 increases in total, we're going to alternate between increases and no increases because we want a slimmer look on the bikini front. Alright, so for the next row we're just going to chain 2, but we won't increase on the side, so you just make your double crochet as normal. Alright, like so, no increases. The next row we're going to make increases. So you do the same, chain 2, make a double crochet into that same chain, continue with your double crochets until you're at the end. When you're at the last chain at the end, you make 2 double crochets in that chain. So that's it. So I am going to finish mine off camera, and you can follow these number of stitches for your size. Alright, so if you find that your last row is the row without any increases, you can just simply make another row with the increases so that you have the increases at the end like this. So the next thing we're going to do, you're going to get your stitch marker and find half of the bikini front, right? Alright, so I had 26 double crochet and 30 each side. So we're going to continue with the increases on this side, but we're going to keep inside straight. So you're going to chain 2, yarn over, make your increases, continue with your double crochets until we're at the stitch marker. We're going to remove the stitch marker because that's where we marked our 13, well, the middle chain, yarn over and make our double crochet in that. So as you can see, there's no increases, just a regular double crochet. With this formula, a quarter of your bust size minus 2. So if your bust size is 20, if your bust size is, for example, 20, half of that would be 10, right? This piece would be half of the 10, which is 5. But you're going to minus 2 from it, so that will be now 3. So it would be a quarter of your bust size minus 2. So the bust size that I am working with is 30 inches. And the half of 30 inches is 15. And then half of that is 7.5 minus 2, 5.5. So I'm going to continue with my increases until I get 5.5 inches in total. And that is stretched. Alright? So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you one more time. We'll keep this straight, 1, 2, yarn over, no increase in the middle, continue with our double crochets, and when we're at the end, we make our increases. So 2 double crochets at the end, like so. So as you can see, we are about 3.5, and when stretched, that's too much of a stretch, but it's about 4, right? So I'm going to continue with mine off camera. Alright, so I'm finished with my increases, and as I mentioned before, it should give me about 5.5 inches stretch. So it's a little stretch, right? So at this point, we're going to start with no increases, because we need this second panel to measure about 8 inches, and right now I am at about 4 inches. So we need 4 more inches of no increases, and to do so you just need to chain 2, yarn over, no increases on the side, and just continue with double crochets until you're at the end. So that's the first row, no increases. You can use your stitch marker just to give you an idea where you stop with your increases, and that's it, right? So we're going to continue this no increases for a complete of 8 inches in total. So if it was 3 increases, then you need 5 more no increases. If it was 6 increases, you need 2 more no increases. Alright, so I'm going to finish mine off camera, show you how it looks when I'm finished. Alright, so now that I'm finished, and as you can see, remember I was working with 5.5, and it's basically 5.5. So what I did, so this is about 8 inches with a little stretch, because as you know, when you're putting on your, so it's going to stretch a bit. If not, it's going to be a bit baggy. We don't want that. So 8 inches, right? And my 8 inches is about, let me see, $13 rows in total. Now we're going to start with our decreasing to make the triangular top. I'm going to chain 2, So we can now move this to this when we're finished. But so chain 2, yarn over, and then we're going to insert our hook into that second chain, pull up a loop, insert it into the third, pull up a loop, chain, bring through 3 and bring through 2. So we yarn over, continue with our double crochet until we have 3 chains left. I'm going to show you again how to do the decrease. Alright, so we have 3 more chains left. I'm going to just alright, so we have 3 chains left. Yarn over, insert your hook into that last chain, then the second to last chain, which is the middle, and then yarn over and then pull your hook through 3 and through 2, and then you just finish with a double crochet. And that's how we're going to do our decreases. So I'm going to show you one more time. You chain 2, yarn over, increase insert your hook into the second, pull up a loop, and insert your hook into the third, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 3 and then pull through 2 to complete the decrease. So that will be our that's what we'll be doing for a decrease until we are at the top, until we're basically finished with the triangular part of this piece. So I'm going to finish mine off camera, show you how it looks when it finish, and you won't be cutting your yarn because we'll be making the chain for the straps. So remember, when you have three chains left, that's when you're going to start your decrease. Okay, decreasing the 2 chains here and make a regular double crochet at the end. So you yarn over, insert your hook into the last one, pull up a loop into the middle one, pull up a loop, pull through 3, pull through 2, your decrease, and then you make a regular double crochet. Alright, so as you can see, it starts to go in. So when I finish at the top, I'm going to make my chains just to show you. We're going to make a chain that is long enough to go around the neck. So I'm just going to chain about 100. You can make as many chains that you need. So now we're going to start on the flower. To do so, we're going to make a magic circle, and we're going to make 3 chains, and then we're going to make 14 double crochets. So so 14. I'm going to pull it tight like that, and then where we have our chain 3, we're going to use our hook. We're going to make a stitch at the top of the chain 3 to connect the 2 sides together, like so. I'm going to chain 2, and then we're going to make 2 double crochets. So in where we have that chain 2, we're going to make an insert there, to make 2 double crochets, right? So for the rest, we're going to just now hide this piece like so, make a double crochet, and we're going to make another double crochet into that stitch, while hiding this piece. So we're going to make 2 double crochets in each chain, and that will give us a total of 30. Alright, so I have 30 double crochets in total, but to avoid this gap here, I'm going to chain 1 and place 1 double crochet in that space, and then I'm going to ignore the chain 2 that we did and make a slip stitch into this chain instead. So you see there's no gap now. Now for this piece you need more stitch markers, so we're going to split these up into 5 petals, so that's 6 double crochets in 5 petals since it's 30. So to do so, we're going to count the double crochets. So 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where we're going to end. Something like this. It should look something like this. If you don't have any stitch marker, then you'll just have to keep track of what you're doing. So for this piece, we're going to make a chain 1, yarn over and make a double crochet into the next chain, yarn over and make 2 double crochets in the next chain, yarn over and make 2 double crochets in the next chain, yarn over, make 1 double crochet in the next chain, and then remove your stitch marker and make a single crochet. So that is 1 petal. We're going to make, in the next chain we're going to make 1 single crochet. So basically we're starting over the pattern. Yarn over, make 1 double crochet in the next chain, yarn over, make 2 double crochets in the next chain, yarn over, make 2 double crochets in the next chain, yarn over, make 1 double crochet in the next chain, and then remove the stitch marker and make a single crochet like that. So I'm going to show you one more time. Make a single crochet, yarn over, make a double crochet, yarn over, make in the next chain, make 2 double crochets. Oops. Yarn over, make 2 double crochets in the next chain, yarn over, make 1 double crochet in the next chain, remove your stitch marker and make a single crochet. So I'm going to complete my other 2 petals and show you how it looks when I'm finished. Okay, so now that we're finished, what we're going to do is just to insert our hook into that space and make a slip stitch, right, just like that. So for the next row I'm just going to show you what to do to make it easier, so you know where to do your increases. So on each petal we have 2 double crochets, we have 2 chains with 2 double crochets in both. So the last of the first increase here, we're going to put our stitch marker. So that's where you're going to make 2 double crochets, and then the next chain beside it you're going to make 2 double crochets, right? So I'll show you now. So the pattern is the same. So remember we started out with a single crochet, a double crochet, then 2 double crochet. So you'll make your 2 double crochet in 1 chain when you're at the increase, right? So we're going to insert our hook into this single crochet that we did before, chain 1, yarn over, make a double crochet, yarn over, make a double crochet, and then we're at the stitch marker now. I'm going to yarn over, make 2 double crochets in that chain. So 1, 2. In the next chain beside it, we make 2 in that one chain, and continue with 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and not single crochet but double crochet, and a single crochet at the end. So we're going to start again. So 1 single crochet, yarn over, make a double crochet, yarn over, make 1 more double crochet, and now we're at the last double crochet in the chain where we had 2 double crochets. I'm going to yarn over, make 2 double crochets in that chain, move on to the next chain with the double crochets, yarn over and make 2 double crochets into that one chain, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and a single crochet. So that is how it looks. So I'm going to show you one more time. Start with making a single crochet, yarn over, make 2 double crochets in 2 chains. So 1, 2. We're at the increase, so we make 2 double crochets in that. Move on to the next one, make 2 double crochets, and then we make 2 double crochets in 2 chains. So 1, 2, and then single crochet. So that is how it's looking so far. I'm going to finish mine off camera and then come back to you when it's finished. And now that I'm at the end, I'm going to make a slip stitch into this space here, just like this. Now for my size, which is a size small, well, for the mannequin, I'm going to make 1 more row, but you can do as many rows that you need for your size. So whatever you're comfortable with or whatever coverage you need, you just need to continue with the same pattern and just count the amount of double crochet. So the only thing that will increase or will change is the number of double crochets. So as you can see, for each row, well, for the first row I had 1 single double crochet in a chain. For the second row that I did, it was 2 double crochets in 2 chains. So the third now will be 3 double crochets in 3 separate chains. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to insert our hook into in the space, make a single crochet, chain 1, yarn over, and make a double crochet. So 1 double crochet, make another double crochet, and as you can see, make another double crochet, because now we're at the space where we have the increase in 2 double crochets in 1 chain, but we need to make the increase in the last one. So we make 1, 2. So since we're on the 3rd chain, the 3rd row, we made 3 double crochets. So you get the point. So each row determines the number of double crochets that you'll make before the increases. So this will be my last row, and I'm just going to finish it off camera and then show you what to do next. Alright, so now that I'm finished, I'm going to make some stitches into this space, just like this. Now because I want the chain, I'm going to make a chain here at the center. I'm just going to make some slip stitch until I'm at the center. So you can use your stitch marker to mark it so you know where to stop. I'm going to right at this point. I'm going to remove the stitch marker here and just make a slip stitch right there. So I'm going to make the same amount of chain that I made for my first piece, and that was about 100. Now I'm going to make a chain that is long enough to go through this and this. So I'll be making about 200 chains. So I've made 200 chains, and what I'm going to do is just to take my hook and insert the string where I want it. Need to take the other side. So where I have the stitch marker, I'm going to insert my hook from in that row. If it's too high for you when you're trying to on, then you can adjust it, right? So that is the front portion. Now I'm going to make the back. So now that I'm going to, so for the back portion, I'm going to make a thong. To do so, just make your slip knot, and then I'm going to insert a hook at the last, in the last stitch here. Pull it through and chain 3. Now I'm going to hide these pieces at the back. So yarn over, insert a hook into the second double crochet while hiding these. So I'm just going to crisscross them over like this and hold them in place while I make my double crochet. Well, I need to decrease as well, so do the same decrease that we did before. So yarn over, make a double crochet, and when I have 3 double crochets, I'm going to make my decrease. So yarn over, insert my hook into the third double crochet, and then into the second double crochet, pull through 3, pull through 2, and that's my decrease. And in the last, I'll just make a double crochet. So I'm going to just continue, chain 2, yarn over, and make my decrease like that. Make one more decrease, and then make a double crochet. Chain 2, make a decrease, chain 1, and in the last one, since we have 3, I'm going to chain 2 and then ignore the middle. Why this keep like so. Like So I have that amount, so I'm going to start with the back, the last piece, that little triangle on top of the tongue. So chain 2, and we're going to increase. So increase in this side, yarn over, and then make another increase over the other side. So that 2 double crochet now become 4. With the chain 2 and increase as well on each side. So you're going to continue with your increases for about a total of 5 rows. So I have 3 more rows to do, so I'll show you how it looks when I'm finished. Alright, so this is how it looks. I'm just going to chain 1 and cut. So that is it for this piece. The last thing to do now is to make the straps for the underwear part of it. So to do so, I'm going to make a chain of 150 and then just pull them through on each side. So this is how it should look like. Well, so this is what it is looking like. So this is the final look of it, just to show you the top and the bottom piece. But I'll definitely show you videos and pictures at the end of the video on how it looks on the mannequin. Alright, so thanks again for watching, guys. For those who are new, thank you for joining, and for those who have been here, thank you for coming back. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.